What's up, guys? I'm back. It's the B-Jack 70 show. I'm your host, Brandon Jackson, and we got a special guest. One of my guys, my RB1, my forever RB1, my dog, Terrell, based in the house, y'all. Give it up for my dog.
What's going on? Boy B Jax, man. Appreciate you having me on the show, man. I seen you have my son on there a few weeks ago, my boy Dwayne. So I had to pop on here. It was only right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to my boy. Shout out Wayne. Shout out all them. Appreciate them, collabing with the boy. But it's time. It's long overdue. We've been talking about it for a minute. I had to get you on the pod. But just so the people that's watching, let them know who you are, what our relationship is, your credentials and whatever. So let them know.
Okay, so my name is Bakes. My boy B Jax. I met B Jax in 8th grade, not knowing we would eventually go to high school together. We played CYO basketball. I played for this Catholic school in my neighborhood. He played this Catholic school where he was living at the time. I ended up playing him in 8th grade. Seen him, I was like, ain't no way this big motherfucker 14, 15 years old. This motherfucker was 6'5", 6'5", in 8th grade. I was like, ain't no way this dude is man. So I first met him in 8th grade. Never spoke, just played against each other. We didn't know what high school. He knew he was going to Ayers. I didn't know I was going to St. Ayers. I thought I was going to Glenville. But then we ended up, going to school together, freshman year, ended up seeing him like, hey, man, I remember I played against him, stuff like that. So ended up, going to Ayers as my freshman year, ended up playing JV as a freshman, started, got a little varsity time. As the years went on, sophomore year, me and B Jax, he started. Well, no, he got playing time. He lettered. I ended up fortunately playing JV again. I don't know how the fuck that happened. I'm still on Coach Nair's ass for that. He took my letter away from me.
That was crazy.
That was what I did get suspended for 2 games for punching somebody in the Benny game. Now that's another story for another time. But fast forward, year we ended up putting it all together, man. Went 15-0, state champs, played against, some of the elites, Shane Wynn, Cordell Jones, Braxton Miller, went through a gauntlet for real. But yeah, man, that's kind of my backstory. Ended up getting a scholarship to Kent State, played a little college football, so yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's my bad. I forgot to mention fellow St. Edward High School Hall of Famer, along with myself, that 2010 state championship team. It's two Hall of Famers on your screen right now. So if you didn't know, now you know.
So we ever submitted, man, and we legends now. We ain't going nowhere. It's stamped.
Yeah. But I appreciate you making the time. Appreciate you coming on. But we gonna get right into it. We're gonna talk about. I let my people know already. They knew it was coming. I said I'm bringing a guest on, and Philip Rivers. Okay. Philip Rivers. He got the start. He came back. He was a semifinalist for the Hall of Fame. Signed to an active roster, so he got to wait a whole another 5 years now. But the man, 44 years old, went ahead, got signed to the Indianapolis Colts, made his start, and they lost to the Seahawks 18-16. And given the circumstances, did pretty well. But on the flip side of that, we had another retired quarterback in the NFL. Well, he don't want to call himself retired. He ain't put in the paperwork yet. Cam Newton was a little upset, a little bit upset that he didn't get the call first. So, how you feel about that?
Tad bit. He was in his thoughts a little bit. I don't say feelings. I say he was in his thoughts a little bit about it.
Yep. So, you know what I'm saying? So Cam, I kind of get where his head is at. I think he's 36 right now. Philip Rivers is 44, and he wanted that call. Mm-hmm. I know he looks at the landscape of the NFL right now. I know he's looking at, it's some great players, just some good players, but it's a lot of bad quarterback play. I think he thinks that he could do better than what's out there. And especially after seeing Phil Rivers out there on Sunday, check down after check down, throwing 5-yard curls and 10-yard curls, maybe. He might have a point.
Well, me personally, I think Cam see himself differently than other like GMs. I think Cam like see himself like he was like this pocket passer in the NFL and he wasn't. So it's like right now he would have to fit a scheme for his play. It's like the Colts offense wouldn't have fit him because it's a pocket, it's a throwing offense. It's no RPs, no none of that. So it's like how would he would have fit in that offense when he just got to drop back? Like most of his athleticism is gone. He been out the league since 21. Since 21, he was 31 years old. You still got guys like Russell Wilson, 36, Kirk Cousins, 36, Joe Flacco's 40. So how was you out the lead at 31? And these guys are still backups. You couldn't even be a backup, and then he tried to blame it on oh, I got this big personality. If this is a good quarterback, if they got a good quarterback, they're not gonna be talking about you. Your personality shouldn't even be an issue. You should just try to blend in with the team. Like I said, me personally, I think Josh Allen is what Cam Newton should have been. If he would have worked on his arm mechanics and all that, Josh Allen is what Cam Newton should have been in this league, and then it would have been a better discussion. But he never developed his arm talent. He never worked on his throwing forms and stuff like that. So he don't fit too many offenses right now for him to get that call. That's why they're not calling him.
And you make a good point. The offense would not have fit him. And to be fair about it, I watched the tape back. I watched Rivers back, and he did make some dime throws. He did put it in between coverage every now and then that I did see. And, Cam wasn't doing that when he was in his prime, when he had his full throwing shoulder. So I do get the sentiment.
Cam come on. We gonna throw screens all day. Yeah, he can do that. But what you say he was gonna he was gonna come out there and just start throwing the ball 60 yards down the field to Pittman and Pierce and them, you know what I'm saying? I bet Phillip Rivers would look a lot better this week, having another week under his belt, another week under the offense and stuff like that, another week getting his arm back. I just didn't see Cam. I just don't see Cam fit too many offenses. That's why you retired so early. Nobody wanted to sign you. It wasn't a personality thing. You thought you was a starter. You really wasn't a starter no more. So it's once you feel like that, you was well, I'm about to go do this media thing, and then now it's you don't want to retire because you waiting. You're not gonna get the call. If it's still people your age, Kirk Cousins, but it was guys drafted before you. I mean, after you, that's still in the league. That's the same age as you. So if they still in the league as backups, you're not going to get the call. It's just not going to happen. Yeah. So just stick to what you're doing with the media and stuff like that. You're doing great at the ESPN, the 4th and 1, all that. Just because you're not getting the call, man. So I don't know what to tell him. I don't know why he even when when he was healthy, his best throwing season was his rookie year. That was the most yards he threw for 4,000. He never threw for more than 4,000 yards after that. I think his completion percentage of his career is 58, 59, 58.8, 50, 59, 58. So it's unless you about to just come rush or you about to be an extra runner, I don't see what offense you would fit in this league. Now, if you want to go back to Lamar Jackson, yeah, go do that. A Patrick Mahomes, maybe a Josh Allen. Now, if you want to go back to some of those guys where the offense may suit you, a little bit more than, hey, but I don't see you getting a call from nobody.
Yeah, and honest to God, I think it's been 4 years since he suited up, and I don't think I don't know what it would look like, but I think in 2021 when he left, I think if he could have accepted a role like you see now when you see like all these tight ends trying to like go under center and do the tush push. I think that position exclusively was made for Cam Newton. Like the 3rd and 1, the 4th and 1, you get him in there if you have a quarterback that you don't want to get hit. Like if Kansas City had him, or if Pittsburgh had him right now, you don't want to get your quarterback injured. I mean, even though they did get hurt, but if you like, I think he could have done that when he was, when he was leaving Carolina that second time. And honestly, I know he works out all the time. He posting all the videos and with the hieroglyphic tweet captions or whatever. I think he could still do it.
Nothing
like right now. But as far as throwing the football down the field, unfortunately, that brother's arm was cooked in New England, and he like the same juice that Phillip Rivers got to put his body into throwing the ball downfield. Cam had to do that at 32. So
yeah. Cam, I just really don't know what he was looking for in this situation. Like, I don't know if he just, I don't know. I ain't gonna say it's for likes. I mean, he do well enough, so he don't need to do it for the likes. I just, even when he was in the league, I didn't see him as like, he had that one season where they went 15-1. Went to the Super Bowl. He won MVP. But even that season, I don't think he should have won. Tom Brady threw for 5,200 yards and 39 touchdowns that season, and Tom almost went to the. So he lost to Denver to go. Yeah, that's why Tom didn't go that year, because Denver beat Tom. So it's like, even that MVP, they gave it to him for the 35, touchdowns and the 10 rushing, for the 45 combined, and then the defense was, number 1, number 2 in the league. You had the two-headed monsters. Don't nobody talk about Jonathan Stewart, D'Angelo Williams. You had the two-headed monster. You had the Greg Olsen, the solid tight end. You had the deep there, and Teddy Ginn. You had Philly Brown eating up the seam, short game. So he tried to act like he didn't have an offense, like he just carried a bunch of nobodies, when he had a really solid offense. And then your defense, Luke Kuechly. We played against Luke Kuechly in high school. Motherfucker played safety in high school. Josh Norman, one of the top corners. So it's like, I don't even outside of that season. After that season, Cam was no more. It was no more Superman. It was none of that. Like, after that season, his career was over. Like, he didn't even have a prime. His mother just had 8 years and then he was done. He didn't even have a prime. Like, so I don't know what Cam is really doing right now. Like, I know he can get petty Cam. I hope I'm just put his own, B-Jacks, because I love petty Cam. He gonna look both of us up. Oh, this motherfucker was a 2-star. Oh, he was a 3-star. Oh, this motherfucker was a kid. He didn't even do nothing. I'm trying to bring likes up.
Oh,
he need to
my
stop
God.
with this nonsense. But everybody, they scared to tell Cam that he really wasn't that. You didn't have a prime, Cam Newton. You came in the league at what? 22, 20. You left at 31. Where's your prime at? Like, you didn't even I don't get outside that MVP season in your rookie year, bro. Like, you didn't dominate the NFL. Like, so I don't, Phillip actually was winning. Like, you know what I'm saying? Even though he had weapons too, Phillip, he minimized his weapons. Like, whatever he had at his disposal, he got the best. He had Darius Sproles, got the best out of him. He had LT, a little later, Antonio Gates. And then that receiver, had Keenan Allen, Vincent Jackson, here and there. Then, a couple good defenses. But Phillip, 63,000 yards. Like, Cam, that's half of you. You got 32,000. Like, you got Kirk Cousins got more than you. The Donovan McNabbs. Like, come on, what is we talking about, Cam? Like, you was nice. You know what I'm saying? But you wasn't that, though, like how you be portraying in the media. I don't know why they don't tell you that. I think they scared because you gonna go petty Cam and just go look up shit, but just get the facts though. Look at your numbers. Your numbers tell the truth. That's what I'm going off of. So I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I don't know why he feels some type of way about this situation.
Yeah, but moving off of Cam, going back to film, they play the San Francisco 49ers on Monday. If everybody that's watching this, if you're on the channel, you've seen Brandon's bets. I took the 49ers -5.5 on Monday. I think they're gonna clear them out. I think they're gonna whoop the Colts ass on Monday Night Football in front of the world, in front of God and everybody. I think it's gonna look nasty for old Phillip Rivers on Monday.
And really, the Niners are really a surprise team because they got a lot of injuries. They missing their best defensive player. Nick Bosa ain't had a dominant season. Brock Purdy been out, and they still 10-4. So
something like that.
I think they just probably about to try to blitz the hell out of Phillip Rivers and let's see, can he get the ball down there? We gonna cover the check downs and shit like that. We gonna jump all that shit. Let's see if he can get that motherfucker down there. I think that's what the Niners gonna do. They're gonna really see. All right, we seen how you look. It looked kind of ugly when you was pushing that little shit out. You always had that little ugly shit, but now it looked uglier. So now they just really gonna test. All right, let's see. Let's see if this 44-year-old arm got that little juice some more. Let's see if that bitch got some juice left in her. I think they're gonna be aggressive. I think the Niners gonna be aggressive. They're gonna be jumping all short routes, all slants, hitches, because that's all they think he can throw. They're like, let's see if he can push this bitch down the field a couple times, and let's see what's gonna happen then. So I think the Niners gonna win too, because I just don't know what the coach doing no more. Like they started off very hot, and then it's like they lost a few games. And then when Daniel Jones got hurt, when I seen they was picking up Phillip Rivers, I thought it was a meme. I'm like, what? I'm like, they ain't picking up. They still got Anthony Richardson, and they got another. So I'm like, why would they? But that just goes to show you they about to get Anthony Richardson out of there. This is his last season with the Colts. If you got to bring Phillip, when you got your first round pick is right there healthy. I don't. Is he healthy? Is he hurt? Is Anthony Richardson hurt?
Yeah. So he broke his orbital bone in pregame back in week 4 or 5. So he been on IR.
Back up to Daniel Jones.
Riley Leonard, the quarterback from Notre Dame last year.
I think this was just all right, we trying to save the season. You know what I'm saying? We started off hot. We really don't trust this quarterback. Let's just bring in an experienced quarterback. Phillip Rivers, 44 years old. He got a familiarity with the offense. Frank Roach. He was the OC with the Chargers when Phillip was there. So they got a rapport. So I think they was just trying to salvage the season with this move. They was like, we not about to just shit the bed. We started off hot. Our running back having one of his best seasons. We gotta some way keep this rolling to try to get some momentum, or at least make a playoff run. So I think that was a desperation move, and it's gonna sell tickets. They all right, you know what I'm saying? Phillip, he a 44-year-old. They want to, the Colts fans, they gonna come out there, they gonna support them, want to see what they gonna do. So it was one of those moves too. All right, we gonna sell tickets at the same time, but at the same time, we want to try to save the season. And now we don't trust his backup, so we gonna bring his old ass in here and see if he can get us to a couple games, sneak in the playoffs, and make a sneaky run. So that's how I feel that this was a desperation move. And they were like, we trying to save the season. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? We started off hot, and then it fell down the end. Daniel Jones got hurt. So I think they're trying to make this 44-year-old savior. I don't know if it's going to work, but we going to see.
Yeah, they definitely tried to save the season because they went all in. They traded their first-round pick to go get Sauce Gardner. They can't lose. They can't fail. They have nothing to fall back on. So they gotta do whatever they can. I'm surprised they didn't give Riley Leonard a shot, but the fact that they did go ahead and call Phil up at 44, they must know what they have seen in practice. So they
OTAs, we don't feel like he got enough to even get us a win or two. We just about to go get this old nigga. But now that can fuck up his confidence. Now it's he damn, I was the backup. They done brung his old ass in. I'm half his age. So now it's but if Phillip get hurt or something happen to him, how you gonna send this man in? Well, I mean, it's only 3 games left anyway, so it wouldn't matter. So they won't. If Phillip can come win 2 out of these last 3 games, they'd be like, oh, that was a success.
Right. Let me see. Let me pull up their schedule. Let me see who they got left. Matter of fact, I think their schedule is hard. They got the Niners on Monday.
Now I think like 2 more like horror games.
Oh God, they play the Niners, the Jags, and then the Texans.
Oh yeah, see. Now if Phillip Rivers can somehow win 2 out of those 3 games, Cam would have never did that. He would have it would have never happened. Dead his damn life. So like now when Phillip come out here and win 2 of those 3 games, what Cam gonna say then?
He ain't gonna be able to say nothing.
Like, now if he lose, now if they lose and Phillip play well, now if they lose and it's not Phillip fault and he don't look like how he looked the first game, you know what I'm saying? Then what? It's like, so like, I don't know. It's just like I said, I feel like they was in desperation mode. They didn't trust Riley Leonard enough to get a couple games. They trying to save the season, and they were like, fuck it, we just gonna give Phillip a call. I don't know who, but it had to be somebody in the office who like, yeah, this is called Phillip on some joking shit. And they were like, oh yeah, we should. Like it had to be a joke that came to fruition. That was some real shit. Like, so I'm saying on some plans, like we should call Phillip, and they was like, oh yeah, that could work. Like, I don't know, GMs do funny shit, man. Like, and they cheap as hell. They like, they probably paying Phillip probably a little $500,000 for 3 games. I'll take it.
Yeah, right.
Had another baby. I just had another baby. I need that NFL health insurance back. Like,
oh yeah,
Phillip, go with it.
Yeah, there was no way he was saying no. Like, I don't care. He probably ain't thrown a football in about 10 months. And he said, "Oh, y'all want me? Oh yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. Don't worry about it."
And he said that high school coach should be here. They about to pay me what y'all pay me in a year for 3 games. I'll be back. Don't worry. This is 3 games. I just need this little insurance and this little $500, and I'll be right back, y'all. Don't worry. Not worry.
My apologies for the quick edit. I had some technical difficulties on my end, but I just wanted to come and end the podcast properly. Thanks to my guest, my dog Terrell Bates, for coming on the podcast. He will be back on soon. We'll be giving you them takes, and appreciate you guys watching. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until the next one, we'll see you.